Hey, what's up guys? So we have downsized to a 23-foot motorhome. We got a Winnebago View 23J. It's a 2006 model. Here she is right behind us. Haven't named her yet or anything, but today we're going to do a walkthrough to show you how a family of 6 and 2 big dogs fit in this little guy, Skinny Winnie they call him. So let's go check it out. Alright, so here is the front door.
Welcome! Here we go.
All
Alright, so first of all, as you're coming in the door, we had a decision to make about the shoes.
We got a lot of shoes, right?
Yes, we got a lot of shoes. So we did the garbage can shoe bin.
Yep.
We attach this onto the wall here, and then we
Here, take this off. So this is a 3M adhesive hook that's used for, you know, coats and stuff or whatever. But then we cut a little hole in a garbage can to make that kind of slide in there, and it sits on the floor.
And then it's just filled with
and then we
shoes.
we dump our shoes in there. It's an easy way to keep them up and out of the way.
So no throwing garbage in there.
Yeah, it's not a garbage can.
Then over here we have the dog's food, which we found this at Petco.
All right, I'm gonna come in because I'm getting poured on.
All right, so we found this at Petco, so it actually has the dog food right in the bottom of it. The dog food fits right underneath here, so it's kind of nice. A nice storage. We're able to get rid of the dog food storage outside. But
what do you think, Indy? You like that?
yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
But all right, so here we go, guys.
All right.
We'll do the walkthrough. Not quite as much space in our other rig, if you've seen that one on YouTube. But yeah, and if you're interested to know why we downsized to a 23-foot motorhome, make sure to check out the link we'll have in the show notes here.
Yeah,
about,
the description below we'll have our post there, so check that out.
That's the right terminology. The description below will have the post about all the details around why we decided to downsize from a 39-foot motorhome to a 23 Class C.
All right.
But all right, we'll show you guys it. So up here is
oh
like
my god,
a catch-all for all our blankets at the during the day.
Too.
But this will be where Craig and I will be sleeping once we have everything situated.
Yep.
And then if you come over here,
there's a ladder that hooks up here, so we can get in and out pretty easily. It goes far back. I think it's like a full-size bed, right? It's not a queen or anything.
We'll snuggle.
Yeah, it'll be close, but we're close.
We're good with that. And then over here is actually a couch that turns down into a bed.
Yeah.
So, or a booth that turns into a bed. So when we go to sleep at night, we take the table down and we turn it into a bed that we take all these blankets and put it on there. And right now, Knox and I are sleeping on there until we get the bunk beds ready in the back. I'm worried about Knox rolling out of bed and things like that. So I sleep down here with him.
There's Carson. What's up, dude?
There's Carson playing.
Playing some Play-Doh.
Playing with the Play-Doh.
So here we'll show you a little bit about the storage. So up here we got storage. We got the Xbox. Gotta bring the Xbox with.
Electronics kind of storage spot. Yeah, and then we have it's here because there's a TV that comes down from the wall there, and that is all of, I don't know, 15 inches maybe. I think our computers are bigger than that. But
it has a DVD player in the side, so it works. Cable works.
All the cables run up to this cabinet up here, so we'll have our Xbox, which we'll use as turn it into a smart TV, and also be able to play Blu-ray and all that good stuff.
Kind of cool, right?
Yep, but then it's out by the way.
Internet hotspot there. A little. I'm not sure about this extra space here. We got to figure out how to best utilize that. But
maybe some plants.
I don't need to take care of anything else. Okay, and then over here we have our kids' craft area. We realized in the other RV that they always wanted to do crafts. That was a big thing for them.
Coloring,
so,
yep.
So here they have their paper markers,
cutting.
everything. This is probably the most organized we've ever had this stuff, and it's actually stayed that way, so it's working out pretty good.
Yes.
And then down here, if you look, Winnebago is really smart about this, all their extra storage. This storage goes all the way back. So way in the back there, we have some toys and things they don't play with as much, and then more accessible, like their Legos that they play with almost every day.
Yep.
And then underneath the table, it actually works out really well too. So this is a big bin here, so when the bed is down, I can just pull this bin out and all these toys come out.
It's like a wallpaper or a wrapping
paper size bin. So it works really well to just pull out. And then over here, Craig actually had the smart idea to take the top from the wrapping paper bin.
That's what I do. I'm a smart idea generator.
Into a slide. So that's actually right here. So we can slide that all the way in and out as well. It's getting stuck on something right now.
It's not working so good, is it?
Good idea. It was a good thought. But yeah, so then if we want
we
to,
put our cast irons in there because they're so
slide this
heavy.
out and in, and then get to all the stuff in there. So we have games in there.
Yep.
Yeah, cast iron pots. I think we'll still keep trying to figure out the best place to put everything, but it's working for right now.
Yep.
So that
and then
works
there
well.
are how many seatbelts?
There are 4 seatbelts. So there's one there, one here, one there, and then actually this one in the back has a latch. So we're not driving yet with the kids in here because we're still driving the car because it's too heavy for this rig. We gotta get that figured out. But once we have the kids in here, we'll probably set up some type of latch system so each one of them has a latch on the back to make their car seats more secure.
That is the shoulder latch that usually goes over the back of the seat in the car.
Yep, to make that hook in the back, so then they'll be hooked there, and then also the regular lap seat belt will go through their car seats. And then Carson, we're trying to figure out, have to get him a harness or something like that to make it safe for us.
The roller coaster.
Yeah.
For the time being, I sit up there when we drive.
Yeah, he's the co-pilot.
He's been sitting in the co-pilot seat. Maybe he'll stay there for a while and Mommy will be here. But
front.
We'll make that work. But yeah, so here in the front, to give you a little bit more about our storage situation, this spot is actually filled with our bags. We're heading to the water park today, so that's why those are there. But normally that spot is open and actually sit there and kind of use it as an office. It works out really well. I can sit there, put my headphones on, and then everyone else can be here and I'm kind of out of the way when I'm working. Then here we have our big water bottles. So this is what we do for the kids for drinking water. Everyone has their own water bottle. We don't even have enough glasses for everyone. Everyone just has their own water bottle, and we have this nice bag here that they all fit in. So if we go somewhere, you can just grab it. But the kids are doing really well with if they want to drink. They take out the water bottle, take a drink, put it right back in there. So it works out perfect.
Kind of like the shoes. When you come in, you just put your shoes in the bin there, and then it's out of the way.
Yep, same thing with the water bottle. And then we have some of our work stuff up here and things like that.
It's kind of like a big junk drawer up top.
It's kind of a
catch-all. It's kind of a...
But it works out well because it has stuff in it that we need to be able to access, so it kind of keeps it all together.
Yep.
And then underneath here is our extra shoes. So in that garbage shoe bin over there, that's like the shoes that they use every day, where this is like more of like the extra shoes that maybe they just use once in a while.
Yep.
So it really works out well. Before moving into this rig, we had to do some major downsizing, so we spent a lot of time in the other rig really going through everything and really getting it down to just the things we use. We did end up sending 4 boxes back to Craig's parents to keep for us, and those had things in it like Nerf guns that were just too big, we didn't want to get rid of, some toys that the kids weren't ready to part with, so it made it easier to say, well, send my Grammy and Grandpa, so they'll be there when we get there. Some things like our Renaissance Fair clothes, our winter coats, you know, things like that that we just haven't really used and don't think we'll need before we head back there this summer. So, yeah, $350 in shipping costs later, we sent all of that stuff back there. One of those was a big box of books. Again, once we get there, we'll go through it again and see if we need it all, but it made the transitional easy. So we do have those back there. We also have about 3 bins that is in my parents' storage. It has like our keepsake pictures, wedding albums, you know, things like that, that again, we just didn't want to get rid of. Like Christmas decorations, we didn't bring with us this time around either. So things like that, we did send home since it wasn't stuff we needed day in and day out. Okay, so moving on.
Well, hold on, let's see where the dog's lay.
Oh yeah, there's the dog.
So Indy has her bed. Well, that's kind of Odin's bed, but she took over because the LP detector went off in her ear once. False alarm, but she got spooked, so she came up here. She kicked them out. The other thing real quick is just the driving situation. It's like a Sprinter van, so it's kind of like a car up front. Not much room, but we do use this as storage on my side. Like Brianna said, she uses that side for working and storage when we're doing in and out stuff. So
it works out pretty well.
It does, yeah.
And then this is the only slide out in the whole thing. So like this slides out and slides in, but it makes it pretty easy when we're getting ready to go because we don't have much stuff around here, so it slides right in. All right, so on to the kitchen. So this is our kitchen area. So we have the sink here. It's actually a pretty nice big sink that we can put this on top of to use. Our Berkey, we actually switched with my parents to get this smaller Berkey. We had a bigger one, but this one fits right underneath here. So that is for our fresh water. So we put water from the sink or from a campground from anywhere in here, and it has amazing filters in there that filters stuff out, so then we have nice, fresh drinking water.
Yep, check that out, Berkey.
Yeah, it's on our website too.
Site.
Yeah, we have a link on our site if you want to check it out. I think it's in the footer. You can find it. We still have our water kefir. Brought that with us as well. But yeah, so this is the kitchen area. Under here we got, you know, garbage can, things like that. So it's not a big garbage can, but we just have to take it out a couple times a day sometimes. This is all of our silverware. So we really narrowed everything down to just basically like 1 fork, 1 spoon. I think we only have 1 like big knife and like that's it. Just again, things that we don't really found out we use that often.
We just wash dishes a lot and then put them back.
Yes, we do. And then this became like a spices / dry food, canned food, so beans and things like that in there. Some pasta drawer, the things that we eat all the time. Then there's some dishes and some more spices. So we kind of, again, just really kept the things that we knew we used day in and day out. We did keep cupcake tins, but other than that, it's pretty basic, the stuff.
Never know when you're going to want a cupcake.
Nope. And then this is a convection stove / microwave. I would rather have a propane one, but it's what came in this one, so that's what we got.
Wait, what?
I'd rather have a propane stove than have a convection oven.
Like an actual oven
Yes.
instead of a convection
Yes,
oven.
I
All
would
right, you're
rather
confusing people because that is a stove.
Oh, sorry,
That is
oven.
an oven.
Okay, propane oven. All right, so then yeah, this is the stove that has the propane on it that you started.
3-burner.
Yeah, it's a 3-burner.
Ooh.
We're not gonna open that because it's a little dirty in there.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, it's a mess.
Open
Did you
it,
clean
who
it
cares?
before? I don't think we cleaned it. Okay, and then here's another drawer that's full of just again some extra pans and dishes and things like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the kitchen. It's obviously tight when we're cooking, but it works out well. We've been able to do pretty good with it. So here's our other spot for other doggy. Here's Odin. He kind of just hangs up there. Him and Indy switch spots. We still have the pink gymnastics mat with us. We'll probably leave that back in Wisconsin when we go back, but for now it's with us. The fridge, it works. Like, you know, we're able to put in it the stuff that we need. It's kind of full right now, but we make it work. The freezer, I think, is bigger than it was even in our other rig, so same
And that
thing.
is I think that's a 6 cubic foot fridge.
Okay.
So your typical, you know, RV fridge.
6 cubic feet, good to know.
Yep.
So here is an extra spot to hang clothes that we get to every day. So like sweatshirts, things like that. I kind of hang my pajamas here. Things easy to get to. And then this clothes situation needs some work. But, so this is a big cabinet. So we got one of those like plastic things you get at like Walmart.
Little shelving
unit. And just put in some of these bins. So like this bin right here is full of Carson's clothes. And then behind it is another bin that's full of, I think, Max's clothes.
Yeah.
So it's basically like each person gets a bin about this size. Found these awesome bins at IKEA, but they were just a little bit too big. So we're going to rig this up a little bit when we get a chance. And then each person will basically have a bin of this size filled with their clothes. And that'll be it.
Yeah, it's a nice big kind of wardrobe thing, but it's an awkward, you know, deep kind of unit.
Skinny.
Yeah, skinny and deep. So stuff in the back can get lost. So we're trying to figure out if we can do some sort of pull-out shelving, and we've seen some other people do that with these Winnebagos. So we're gonna try to get creative.
But we are very minimal on the clothes that we have right now. It's been working okay, but it'll be interesting. Our kids kind of destroy their clothes, so yeah, it'll be a stretch, but we'll make it work.
Yep.
All right, so back here is the sleeping arrangement. So currently what we're doing is we have the 3 older ones sleeping back here together, and believe it or not, they are sleeping better now than they were in the other rig in their own bunk bed, because they're snuggling at night. And I think just like we like to sleep next to our spouse, I think the kids like to be next to someone. They just feel more comfortable, safe. So they've really been sleeping good. But it's a little tight. For the 3 of them, it's definitely tight. So our plan is that we are going to build a Craig is going to build a bunk bed up above here. So we'll take out these shelves up top here, figure out where that stuff's going to go. There's some books in there, some other clothes that we'll have to narrow down. Put another bunk bed up here. So 2 of them will sleep in a bunk up top and 2 of them will sleep down here. I think it'll really be like plenty of room for them. We actually kept our mattresses from the other rig, from the bunk beds, so we'll use those for the top bunk. And then over on the side here, they have a couple bins full of toys. So this is literally these big green, IKEA again, big green bins just filled with toys, all their dress up stuff, Malia's doll stuff. It's just kind of all back here. So yeah, so that's what we have for all the rest of their toys back here. And then if you look on this side, here's the sink and the vanity and everything. Down here is like just stuff full of stuff as well, the bathroom stuff. And then in here is the bathroom, which has a shower / closet. But look at how ingenious this was in Winnebago. So in the closet, they actually had a spot where you could put a rod for hanging clothes. So that's so cool.
Let's see if I can get in here for a better shot. Yeah, so there's 2 mounts up there, one over there, one on that side. I just had to buy a 3/4 inch little dowel rod and cut it to fit, and it works.
Cool. And we have a big vacuum cleaner we'll be getting rid of. We don't need one that size anymore, but for right now.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just the towels and our shower stuff. So we basically just go to the campground shower and take a shower there.
Yep.
It actually works out better even with me taking all the kids and just doing that at once. Like, it's just a lot easier than doing it in the shower here. So it really has been working out. But if we needed to, we could clear that out and take a shower in there as well.
Yeah.
So that is the rig.
That's it.
That is the walkthrough. So we'll have Craig do another just quick
on the outside.
view through the whole thing on the inside here to give you another feel of what it looks like. Oh, I forgot to point out, look at this cool like moonroof thing.
Oh yeah,
sunroof
it's like my favorite.
Yeah, isn't it
I
awesome?
sleep up there, so at night I can look out at the stars and reflect upon my day.
So he can open it and it's got a screen.
Yeah.
Last night he did not leave the screen closed. I'm not sure what that was about. But then here you can also cover it if you want it to be darker.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It brings in a lot of natural light.
Yeah, and it also lets out a lot of the moisture in here that we accumulate, especially on these colder nights. So in our old RV, we'd wake up and the front windshield would be just totally steamed up. Now because of that release up there, it really helps.
So good, and we like the natural light that comes in.
Yep.
So yeah, so we'll have Craig give you one more view, just kind of slowly pan around the whole thing so you can get
All right, so we'll start at the
view
door
of it.
here and we'll go around the front. Booth, kid, art wall. There's Odin.
And I should mention too, because I know people always ask. So at night, when the kids are sleeping, you are able to close this to get a little bit of privacy. So it keeps it a little bit darker back there, keeps them kind of closed in here and everything, so it's quieter back here. So then Craig and I can be out in front. Right now, Knox is just up on that top bed. We put a bunch of pillows up so he doesn't roll off. So yeah, it does give us a little bit of privacy there. So people are curious about that.
And then the back bedroom again. Well, bed, I should say, not bedroom. Sink, vanity, and then the bathroom. We don't need to look there again. All right, so I'm gonna go check it out outside real quick. It is raining out, so it might be a quick one. But this is what it looks like now. Obviously, in our old rig, we painted, we put on custom window treatments and all that stuff, which is in the plans, right?
Yes, we have kept some of our curtains, so we'll be putting the curtains in. We may end up painting, I don't know, and then we also building the bunk bed. So we'll do another round of this once that's all done, but we're not sure how long it'll be. So that's why I figured we do it now to show you guys. But all right, so come on out. We'll show you the outside storage in the rain.
It's not open, actually.
Okay, so right now we're traveling with one outside bin that we just toss in the stairs when we are driving somewhere. And then down here is actually a big cooler.
We gotta unlock it.
So this one here is actually a big cooler, which is like actually pretty funny.
Well, it works out really good for the kids. It's easy.
Cooler,
you gotta spin them all the way around.
Okay. All right, so what this is this is supposed to be a big cooler, but what we did is just turn this into the kids' toys. So when we left the other rig, we made sure the majority of their toys fit in here. So that is all of the kids' toys in there. And then, like I said, we still have this one outside bin here that has some of their extra toys in it, their cardboard, they play with stuff like that. So we'll probably keep that with us just because we need a little bit more space for those things. And then out here is literally the only other storage we have minus the spot that Craig has to put like the jacks and like things like that. Okay, let's see if I can actually...
No, it's the circle. Yep, that one.
Oh, just kidding. Okay, different lock.
So everybody thinks it's an outdoor kitchen, but
It
it's
is not.
It's just a big storage area.
So this is a big storage area right here. So
I'm gonna come under here actually.
All of our stuff, and if we wanted to, you can actually push the bed up, and you could like put a bike in or things like that. Have even higher storage. I don't think we'll be doing that, but
that's the idea of it.
So it has enough room in here to get all that. We actually back here have like the kids' boogie boards and stuff like that. So there's a decent amount of storage. So we've made it work with having that for only real outside storage minus the kids area. Yep. And then we have bikes on the back of the car right now, and that is it. So
that's pretty much it, yeah.
Are adjusting, and I will say that adjusting into this has not been as hard as we thought, the transition. The kids are doing great with it. Craig and I are doing great. This sure there's times we get a little bit irritated, but we did in the other one as well. The dogs are having a little bit harder time finding their spot, but I think they're coming around to it. But again, all the stuff we got rid of from the other one, there's not been one thing that we've missed or wished we had, which is just crazy to think we went from this huge house filled with so many things, didn't think we could live without them, down to the 39-foot motorhome, didn't think we could live without that stuff, down into this size and still feel that same way, that we're just still going through and figuring out what we need to have and what we don't. And it's amazing how many things you really don't need when you don't have them. So yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or be sure to check out the link to our blog post to understand why the heck we made this crazy transition to get all 6 of us and 2 dogs in 23-foot motorhome. Yep. All right, thanks for checking it out.
Let me get one good shot around the whole thing so you can get a good look at the entire...
I'm doing it so I don't get wet.
All right, well, thanks for showing us. All right, so that's it. 23 feet. It's a 23J model. It's on that Sprinter chassis, so it's a very narrow body, which I can fit into regular parking space, which is really cool. So here's the front of it, and it is on a Mercedes 5-cylinder diesel. So it's got a little bit of oomph for a small rig, which is really cool, and it gets ridiculous gas mileage. I'm at like 16 miles per gallon, and that was before a little engine repair that we had to do. So we'll see what it is. Like, it is crazy. It's compared to our old 39-foot diesel pusher. So there she is in all her glory. Stay tuned for some more videos, because I'm going to show you what to look for if you're going to go buy one of these things. There's three specific things you want to look for on these Mercedes engines before you make a purchase. And I looked at one of them. I did not look at the other, which ended up costing us about $1,000 repair bill. So I want to talk about that. It's real easy to find and spot out, but it might save you some bucks down the road. So stay tuned for that, and also be sure to check out our blog, as Brianna said in the description below, on why we moved into this baby. But so far we are loving it. So thanks for watching, guys.